it's fine. Because they ask me all the time, well, I want to plant some basil. I'm like, well, get your basil and we can plant some basil. Okay. I said, it's a community garden. I can't keep you out the community garden. So come in as you please.
And your community gardens, agro community gardens, are accessible to the public from 9 to 5, right?
This is correct.
They're protected from 5 to 9. Okay. Same question to you, Robin. I remember when I first met you, you would always tell me, I'm the girl on the other side of 18th Street. You know, meaning that you had never been beyond 18th Street, that this was totally different to you. So, in order for you to help the community, what would you ask the community to do so you can continue to do the good deeds you're doing?
I think it'll all just happen. Of course, needless to say, the violence is an issue. There are too many times that we've been down and been shot at or had shootings really close.
Real close, right.
Right. So I would ask that we work on how that doesn't happen. But I also believe that the more that we have events and the more that we help those young kids learn that they do matter and their opinions matter, that they're valuable, that we have a place for the at-risk teens to go so that they feel connected, all of that will come.
You work with 250 children for a 10-week program, right?
Yes.
Was there ever a fight?
Never.
You work with 123 children, again, in another program, right? For 8 weeks, right? Was there ever a fight?
No. But we ask that they treat each other with respect, right? And we treat them with respect. I think that is a big, we're there. We're there every day. We care.
And you help relieve that overnight stress. This is the point I was trying to bring out. That's where it was. Whereas that rubber band breaking point did not exist because it was relieved.
They can.
And this is where you're not only feeding people, saving souls, you're creating positive effort in our at-risk and our young people. Because out of 10-year experience with intergenerational growing projects, we only lost one child. And he was in the wrong place at the wrong time after work, remember?
And that is another part of getting used to
Yeah.
community, right? You will lose kids. You'll lose people you really care about.
Well, I'm glad to get this moment for Chicago to be introduced to Agro Chicago. And in closing, I would like to tell a story that would really give the community the awareness of what we're really about. And that story is about a little hummingbird. There was this hummingbird. I don't know if you ever heard me tell a story about the hummingbird, but there was this hummingbird, and it was this raging fire, and all the animals in the forest ran and raced to the edge of the forest, helpless, confused, because the problem was just too big for them, and they didn't know what to do. And this little hummingbird said, I got to do something about this fire. So they said, what can you do? You're just a little bird. You're helpless. I mean, you're too small. He said, I know, but I got to do something about this fire. So this little hummingbird flew back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, bringing one drop of water at a time, putting it on the fire. And at the same time, all these animals that were bigger than him was discouraging him and talking about him because he was just a little bird. I mean, a drop of water he was putting on the fire. And they asked him, said, what are you doing? And the little hummingbird looked at him and replied, I'm doing the best I can. And no matter where you are, who you are, me, you, or whoever, you know, that's all we can do. I'm sure we find problems that's too big for us. But together, collectively, we can make a change. And that's what I believe I Grow Chicago is doing, making a change, because we're working collectively. And collectively, we're being hummingbirds in our community. So, Chicago, we're asking you to help us by being a hummingbird in your community. And thank you. Anything else?
Well, I will mention that